You are now tuned into the Panther Nation podcast.
Delone fires to an open Smith. Steve Smith is going to go all the way. No flag down. Smith scores, and the Carolina Panthers win in overtime. He's intercepted by Keekly. Keekly inside the 20 to the 10 and to the end zone for another Panther.
Week two. We're here. And not too many Rona cases, which is a good thing. But we're here now. Week 2. So, what's going on, Panther Nation? Hope all is well. Hopefully you didn't run into Joe Burrow over the weekend on Thursday night. Hopefully you didn't play A.J. Green like I unfortunately had to do. So let's get to your fantasy questions for week 2. Inactives are pretty much due up right now at this point. So we're going to get into that. And then we'll go from there. I'm just moving my links to let everybody know that I'm streaming. So last week, I will say it was a rough week. I went 0-6 last week. I ran into a lot of bulldozers last week, to say the least. And you know, I had situations. I had injuries week 1 that didn't help my cause at all. So let's get to it. You played Jarvis. Yeah, man. I was playing Punch Out the other day. I'm getting my stream game on. Like, you know, celebrating the 35th anniversary of Mario, so I changed it up a bit and went to Punch Out. Cam Watson or Jimmy G? I'm taking. Let me have Watson. Watson's gonna be playing from behind today. I anticipate that he's gonna have to sling it to catch up. So give me Watson today. Jimmy Garoppolo. You know, he lost Kittle. I anticipate the 49ers are going to just try to run it down the Jets' throat today. Jimmy G could do well, but out of those three, I mean, I would go Watson, Cam, then Jimmy G being the third. Because if the game ends up being a blowout against the Jets for the 49ers, he really doesn't need to pass the ball to get it done. Kittle's out. Jordan Reed's going to be starting, so there's one for you if you're looking for a tight end this week. Jordan Reed's available in a lot of leagues, so he's out. You know, Logan Thomas might still be available in some leagues, man. So if you have a interest in that, you should probably go after him, to say the least. Let's see. Let me check my inactives. Should I bench Joe Mixon for Kareem Hunt going forward? I'm not ready to do that. I mean, who's your other running backs for you to not be able to start both of them? Because you know Joe Mixon's going to get the bulk of the work. DK or Robbie in the flex? DK. Or you can just trade him. That's an option too. If you're not going to play Joe Mixon, you need to get him off your roster. So there's options too. You could just trade him. But at the same, trade him and try to fix a need if you get the right deal. If you're not getting the right deal, I would keep him, and he would just be depth for your roster. Let's see what these inactives are looking like. There's one that I'm looking for in particular. Oh, D.D. Westbrook. D.D. Westbrook ain't playing again. He's another healthy scratch for this week. All right. Yeah, so I'm doing a lot of daily this week. Way more than I did last week. So I'm trying to I wanted to find a different fix for Jacksonville. So that pretty much answered my question, really. You can ask about the trade if you want. I have Kenyon Drake, Mixon, Hunt, Gordon III, and Dobbins. Yeah, you should trade. You could trade somebody, man. But I mean, unless you don't have needs, then I would keep it. What's up, Rashad? Unless you don't have needs, I would absolutely keep it. I'm looking to see if there's any healthy scratches. Ted Ginn Jr. is not playing, which is kind of shocking, but for the Bears. Let's see if there's anything shocking. You guys should already know about Kittle. He's out. A.J. Brown for the Titans are out, so that opens it up for Mr. Humphries. Let's see, is there anybody else? Yeldon's inactive for Buffalo, but that's a Singletary and Zach Moss type of backfield, so nothing shocking from the Falcons. Still waiting on the Panthers inactives. They're not here yet. Will Fuller, Gordon III, Dobbins, Paris Campbell, Scotty Miller for flex PPR. Give me Will Fuller. I will go Fuller or then Gordon. Gordon could have a good day too, so it's almost a coin flip, really. But I think Fuller's going to break today, man. I think he's going to have a really good day today. For flex PPR, Ingram, White, Miller. Dang, that's tough. I trust Gordon. I think Pittsburgh might shut him down. And if the game gets out of hand, that could you could have potential of Gordon getting catches out of the backfield, because that's not Royce Freeman's forte. So when you take that into account. But Royce Freeman is still there, but he didn't really show too much week 1 after Phillip Lindsay went down. So it's all about perspective there. Let's see. For full flex, Ingram, White, Miller, Scotty Miller, Anthony Miller, Scotty Miller, Higby. Full flex, Ingram. I'll take Ingram. But boy, that's hard. I will admit that was tough. Fuller or Gallup in the flex? Oh. Gallup's probably going to... Atlanta and Dallas is going to shoot out today. That's pretty much a coin flip, man. I will go with Gallup. Yeah, but Royce only touched the ball 3 times in that game after Lindsay went out. So I don't think he's that big of a threat. For me, for those who don't know, when it comes to fantasy, for me, I'm more about opportunity, right? I think some folks try to figure out who's going to score the TD, whereas I'm like, who's going to get the most opportunity to score the TD? So if you're telling me there's 2 running backs on a team, and one running back is getting like 17 carries, and the other running back is only getting 5, but even though those 5 might have red zone potential, I'm going with the 17 carry guy, because he might have the odds of breaking one. He's going to have more opportunities to break one. And he might get those goal line carries. Gordon III or Kenyon Drake. Look, man, let's talk about Rivera and what he's doing with that defense over in Washington. I'm rolling with Drake, but Washington's defense is legit. That front 7 is legit. Yeah, so, I'm with you, Slim. I chase touches, not TDs, because touches turn into TDs. Yeah, it's demoralizing occasionally when your running back pretty much does everything and then somebody that you never heard of gets the touchdown. But I chase opportunity. Doesn't matter, man. It's irrelevant. I mean, you can have as many first rounders as you want, but you got to be able to to coach them. Why wouldn't I trust Cup this week? Because of last week, the Rams in Philadelphia are going to shoot out too. So yeah, I have no problem with Cup this week. Slayton or Hilton, give me Hilton. Teddy B or Stafford. Let's go with Stafford. Nah, give me Bridgewater, man. He's gonna have to sling it. We're gonna be behind today. Yeah, Rivera is a much better coach than Gruden. Rivera is gonna that's why I think part of the reason why Rivera made that decision to go to Washington was because of that. No Kenny Galladay, but you still got T.J. Hawkinson. You still got Marvin Jones Jr. Because Galladay was ruled out today. All right, let's see. Carolina inactives. Dennis Daly, Will Greer, Gross Matos, Sharif Miller, KK, Stanley Thomas Oliver. So this week, Mr. P.J. Walker's the backup. Last week, it was great. At least he's a man of his word with regards to the quarterback situation. So this week, it's P.J. Walker. Yeah, man, I should have probably invested in more in Quintez Cephas, but I'm afraid because I don't. Does Stafford still have it? I don't know if he does. And if he does, I don't trust the coach. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about for Daly, man. Like, I think I've had Cephas in a couple spots. I'm gonna go back and check. I think if I did play Cephas, I only played him with a Stafford lineup. So I gotta go and check. I gotta go spit out my roster and check. Heck nah, you don't drop Bell. You gotta wait. I mean, I would drop carry on. Like, Detroit running backs is something that I have no interest in dealing with. That's my opinion. I have absolutely, positively no interest in dealing with the Detroit backfield at all. But no, you can't drop Bell. You can't drop Le'Veon. As much as you want to, because trust me, I have him in a league. You can't drop him. Can't do it. Not yet. Can't drop him. Let's see here. I haven't even set my fantasy lineups yet, and I got to put my picks in. Ooh, I should do that now. I should absolutely do that now. Actually, the picks might be closed already. They typically close. I think they close 90 minutes before kickoff. I gotta check. My picks might be locked in, which won't be good because I want to make some changes. All right. Yep. Ugh, I picked. Dang. I might as well keep it that way. Yeah, I'll pick Dallas over Atlanta. Bears. The Bears. Vikings, because the Colts are going to Colt. Titans. Oh, that's terrible. Give me Barber, but that's terrible. There's got to be better options than Barber or Latavius Murray. If you're starting them already, man, I pray for you. No, I wouldn't trade away Michael Thomas. 0-2 is not a hole. I've won championships starting at 0-2. Hines over Boston Scott. Give me Hines over Boston Scott. Nah, I mean, I ain't trading my top guy unless I'm 0-6, 0-5. Like, I've made the playoffs starting 0-5. So I don't, 0-2 ain't a hole to me. And just like, Pat Coltrane, he's been picking on, he's been having the jokes because he beat me last week in our league. And I have the attitude of, I don't need to panic if I start 0-2. Nah, I still wouldn't do it because you're not going to give me enough for him. I remember a few years back in one league, I started 0-4, and I had Adrian Peterson. And this was when Adrian Peterson was like top running back in the NFL. And I pretty much put my whole team on the block. And the trades that I got were egregious. So I was like, you know what? Screw all you guys. I'm just going to make the playoffs with what I have. And then my team turned it around and made the playoffs. So you don't really have to don't give up the lot unless you're getting the proper value. Because most of the time, if you're trading away somebody like a Michael Thomas, you're probably not going to get the proper value, especially now because he's been ruled out for Monday night. Now, if you're on the other side and you have an opportunity to get Michael Thomas at a discount, this would be it. I would sacrifice a loss this week to do it. Nah, it wasn't in the LB league. It was it was another league that I was in with my cousin. My cousin's league, which isn't happening this season. Nah. I started like 0-2 or 0-3 in the LB league and won the chip. But I didn't win the chip in this league. I made the playoffs. I made the playoffs with a losing record. And I would have won if they didn't call back that touchdown in the snow with Antonio Brown. I would have won my matchup. I literally lost by 5 points. If they would have counted the touchdown, I would have won. I had Antonio Brown and Josh Gordon that season. And that was the year that Josh Gordon went insane. Part of the reason why I had a slow start because Josh Gordon was suspended the first 2 games. So I didn't really have too much depth at wide receiver at the time. Yeah, man, you trying to screw that dude, Slim. That ain't fair. I got Le'Veon Bell, Derrick Henry, Peyton Barber, and Latavius Murray. Should I pick up Scott on waivers? No. Because Murray is a powerful handcuff. If Kamara gets hurt, you got a RB1. So I wouldn't do that. How? Dude, Michael Thomas is the best wide receiver in the NFL. I mean, how? You giving that man a wide receiver 2 and a flex for a top 5 player in the NFL. That's how. Nah. Handcuffs ain't that valuable, bro. The handcuff is only valuable to the person, but for you, it ain't valuable to him enough. Not for Michael Thomas. Absolutely not. I would never take that trade. I got Bell. I wouldn't pick up Scott, Eddie. I will wait out Bell. Bell's only going to be out 3 weeks. All right, so Nook is the best receiver in the NFL. All right, Thomas is the second best receiver in the NFL. We don't know if James Conner going to get benched or not. I think what's going to end up happening is there's going to be a split backfield. It's not a done deal that Conner's getting benched. I think the more likelihood is that it's going to be a split backfield. All right, I think I'm cool with these picks. All right. Oh my God, man. You got some terrible options. Tate, Miller, or Murray. See if Cephas is in the league. Well, I don't play Cephas. I'll take Tate. He's playing for the Giants. Is he playing today? That's the question. He's not inactive, right? Let me check. Just want to make sure he's not inactive. The New York Football Giants. Oh, they play tonight, so I don't know. If you got to make sure that Tate's ready to go, man. If Tate's ready to go, I'll play Tate. If Tate's not hurt, then you gotta play. If Tate's inactive, if you don't know yet, you're gonna have to play. You're gonna have to play Miller, which is terrible, but you gotta play Miller. Will Fuller. Will Fuller over Emmanuel Sanders this week. I understand that Michael Thomas is out and the target's got to go somewhere, but I think this is gonna be more of a Taysom Hill, the Traquan Smith. I'm taking Robbie Anderson. Mike Williams and Robbie Anderson in the flex. I'm taking Mike Williams, Robbie Anderson, and Traquan Smith. I'm taking Robbie Anderson. I like Mike Williams a lot today. MVS is in a lot of waiver wires, man. Matter of fact, I probably should have picked him up in a couple of my leagues. I mean, today in my high stakes league, I'm starting David Montgomery, so I'm about to throw up. But I don't have a choice in the matter. But I have to play him. I don't have a choice. I don't have a single choice. Because I lost Bell. Actually, it's crazy. Bell's out. Godwin's out in this league. It's kind of wild looking at it. And I'm playing Julio and DJ Moore again with Gallup because I lost Godwin, which is so unfortunate. I thought about playing Corey Davis over Gallup, but I can't stomach myself to do it. I wouldn't drop Cohen yet. Cohen just got paid. He just got a big contract. So I wouldn't drop Cohen yet. No, absolutely not. I wouldn't drop Cohen yet. I mean, at worst, he's a depth pickup. I mean, unless there's somebody better than Cohen sitting in the wire, I wouldn't drop Cohen yet. Because I think he still has a role in that offense. So I wouldn't drop Cohen yet. DK over Diggs in the flex. Nah, we'll play Metcalf tonight. Because I'm assuming that Gilmore will be on Lockett tonight. Deontay Johnson or CeeDee Lamb. Give me Deontay Johnson for PPR. Benny Snell for Malcolm Brown. I would like the Malcolm Brown end of that trade. I think Malcolm Brown's going to keep a role all season as long as he stays healthy. And it's probably going to be a substantial role too. I don't think McVay's going to play Cam Akers until he feels comfortable in his pass blocking. Nah, it's too soon to drop Antonio Gibson. We don't know I wouldn't like we're out here trying to Oh, for him, yes, I would try to go for it. Yeah, for him. Yeah. Now that's more of a fair trade. But even then, I'm still hesitant. But that's more of a fair trade than what you were talking earlier. We don't need to be dropping too many draft picks. Unless somebody's out for the season, I'm not really dropping anybody yet. I'm not like in a panic yet. I mean, we're talking 1 week. It's too soon. In your opinion, which is the best football player in the world? Give me Christian McCaffrey. So y'all see what I did there? Marlon Mack. Cats that are gone for the year are the folks that I'm dropping. It looks like I'm going to lose in the Panther League again, too. Because it's pretty ugly in these streets. Let me see here. I got a shot, but I played AJ Green, so that's part of my problem. Oh, somebody dropped Cohen, which is kind of wild. I don't think I would have dropped Cohen yet. Yeah, I'm not ready to drop Cohen yet. I think the NFL is the most popular league in sports, period. Not a knock on soccer, though, because Charlotte's getting a team, but, it's not what I'm here for. Cooper Kupp over Paris Campbell. Zach Moss over Nakeem Hines. But I'm assuming, if it's PPR, give me Hines. Otherwise, give me Moss. Halen Hurst or Tyler Higbee. I think Halen Hurst is due for a bounce back, so give me Hurst. Yeah, well, the thing is, Thursday was a wild day, so I didn't have a chance to move AJ Green up. But I probably shouldn't have played AJ Green, period. But that's in hindsight. It is what it is now. Titans playing Jacksonville. We can roll with the Titans We can roll with the Titans this week. The fine must start. I mean, Tyler's still a wide receiver too. I mean, Tyler's still a wide receiver too. Give me Zach Moss over Dobbins today. Should I go Darren Waller over Goddard? Yes. You should go Darren Waller over Goddard. Yes. You should absolutely go Darren Waller over Goddard. Brady over Big Ben, right? Today, it's tougher than you think, actually, because Brady could freaking light us up today, man. And I'm going to be able to watch the game, so. Yeah, that's a good point. The Bengals going to be freaking heaving it. But, I mean, I don't know if every week that's what they want to do. I don't think that's wise for them to do that. College dropout. But it's probably going to be Brady today. But then again, man, I'm afraid that Ronald Jones is going to run all over us, too. Darren Waller, Noah Fant, give me Waller. I'm staying with Waller. Waller is it. I'm staying with Waller. I like Fant, too, man. Let's see here. Ooh, I got to change that defense there. I need some players, too. I got a roster spot available. Let's see. Which Williams? Miko, which Williams? There's a lot of Williams. Mike Williams, give me Mike Williams, but there's a lot of Williams. Sutton or Parker? I think I'm leaning towards Miller too, but if Sutton's playing, I really want to play Sutton today. I'm cool with Calvin Ridley over John Brown on one condition, that you're not trying to chase the game that he did last week. But Ridley's probably the better play. I still like Evan Ingram. I'm not panicking yet after last week. I would still start him if that's your tight end. I love Fant. I love Fant too, but it's got to be Williams. Yo, man, Robbie Anderson can never change, yo. Ever in life. All right, let's see. Last call for questions before I shut it down. I'm real close because it's almost noontime, and I got to get through the rest of my lineups. Yeah, I don't know why you weren't starting Ridley, man. Unless you had Ridley was the start last week. By far. Yeah, man, like 15 carries last week for Cam is crazy. It's wild. It's insane. 15 carries is wild to me. Very wild. Just wild. It is insane. Sammy Watkins over Robbie Anderson today. Chiefs playing the Chargers. Yeah, Cam, yo, like 75 yards is insane to me. 15 carries, 75 yards is wild to me first week back from injury. Nah, I won't say that, Miko. The Patriots, I think Cam, if they're letting Cam reign, Cam has no qualms about running. Yeah, but the Chargers do have one of the better secondaries in the NFL. But the Chargers don't run into the Chiefs often. Don't run into the Chiefs every week either. They run into them twice a season, but not every week. So I'm still taking I'm taking Watkins, man. Watkins is good to have 7 to 9 targets. I'm stunned that Watkins was in the waiver wire. That's a whole nother discussion for another day. If you're in leagues where Watkins was available, that's kind of wild to me. Let me see here. I'm hoping that Eckler bounces back this week, man, because last week was brutal. If Eckler doesn't bounce back this week, I'm going to be hurting. I had Joe Burrow on the bench, and I got Drew Brees playing today, man. I pray to God. He ain't going to get 48 points, though. That's what Joe Burrow got. Joe Burrow got 48 points last week. Cam could get those rushes tonight, dude, but it's going to probably be more of a higher scoring game. So, you know, it could go a different direction. Is it going to let me subscribe? I don't think so. Oh, I wanted to subscribe too. That's pretty terrible. Oh, that's not good. I have to change that right now. Fuller, hey buddy. All right. I'm about to close out, man. We didn't make predictions for the game. I don't think I think the Bucks are gonna beat. I don't think the Bucks is gonna probably beat us pretty bad today. So I will talk to you guys later. Rashad will be streaming live at 12:30 the game. Live reaction. We're gonna be. I'm gonna probably make an appearance at 1:00. Rashad will be there at 12:30 with a special guest. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Panther Nation Podcast. I appreciate you guys. I will talk to you guys later. Good luck in fantasy. And keep pounding, folks.